This video will go over idioms 11 through 20. If you're watching the whole video, then you are either at the end of the numbers, closer to 17, 18, 19, 20, or you're reviewing. Remember that your class probably only goes over 2 to 3 idioms per week. So make sure you look at the directions about how far you need to watch in the video. Also, remember that idioms are figurative language. That means the words say something, but it doesn't mean it literally. Literally means it would actually happen. Instead, it's figurative. It gives you a picture in your mind of what should be happening or what is happening. So for example, this one, cry your eyes out. Literally, your eyeballs are not going to fall out. But what it does mean is to cry very hard. So you should have a picture in your mind, kind of this, like somebody's eyes falling out because they're crying so hard. All right, so it could be something really bad that's happened. Like for instance, this one said, I cried my eyes out when my dog Junior was hit by a car. That's something that could make you cry your eyes out. Something really bad that happens. Next one, I love this one. Written all over your face. It does not mean that you literally have writing on your face. What it does mean is how you feel about something is clearly shown on your face. So if I don't like something, I might look like this. It's written all over my face how I feel. Or I could be smiling. It just means I don't have to ask you how you feel. It's written on your face. I can tell by the way you look. Zip your lip. It does not mean that your lips suddenly have a zipper. It means close your mouth and be quiet. All right, so maybe you're about to tell a secret and someone says, zip your lip. Or maybe you're talking in class and your teacher says, zip your lip. This one, kill 2 birds with 1 stone. Now we are not going to kill any birds. That would be literally. It means to solve 2 problems at one time with a single action. So you're going to do one thing, but you're going to solve 2 problems. So Penelope was able to kill 2 birds with 1 stone when she made supper while practicing her part for her school musical. So she did 2 things at once. She practiced while she was cooking. 2 things got taken care of was 1 action. Kill 2 birds with 1 stone. This one, tie the knot. It means to get married. Okay, so if you're going to tie the knot, you're going to be married. This one's kind of funny. Holy cow! It has nothing to do with a cow or a cow being like an angel. It means what a surprise, how wonderful. So if somebody gave you $1 million, you might say, holy cow, that's amazing, right? So that's all that means. It's a figurative language for, wow, I'm so surprised. This one, money talks. Look at that picture. You should have that picture in your head of whatever president's on the money saying blah, 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 blah. Okay? The money doesn't actually speak, so you can hear it. That would be literal. Figurative means money gives people power and influence over people for good and bad. So let's look at the example. Alice is running for president. She says she will never get elected because Henry is a millionaire and money talks. That means that Henry pays for a lot of things. Like maybe Henry used his money to make all new playground equipment or to get all new books for the school. Well, because he did these great things with his money talks and people are going to vote for him. Alice doesn't have money to do those things, so she thinks people won't vote for her. Okay? This can be a very bad thing though, because sometimes people will use their money to do things and then force people to do what they want. Okay, so maybe somebody buys lots of things for our school and then says, you have to make the rules I say because I bought all that stuff. Their money still talks, but it's not in a positive way. Look at this picture. Bent out of shape. It means you're angry or insulted. Gavin was angry that he spilled his milkshake down his shirt. His mother said, "Don't get bent out of shape. We can get you cleaned up and buy another one." I always think of it as kind of freaking out. Bent out of shape means you're kind of freaking out. Just calm down. Everything will be okay. Don't get bent out of shape. Open a can of worms. That means to make a situation that will cause trouble or be unpleasant. So everything's okay, but if you open the can of worms, all of a sudden everything is going to get talked about. Okay, so listen to this example. Eric told Travis that picking on Harvey during PE would only open a can of worms, but Travis picked on him anyway. The next day, the PE teacher made the class run the whole class period because Harvey told him that he was being bullied. So had he just left Harvey alone, nothing would have happened. But because Travis was picking on him, then he opened this can of worms, and all during PE, they had to run. And the last one is a drop in the bucket. It means a very small contribution towards solving a large problem. Like it wasn't a big deal. That was just a drop in the bucket. Okay, so listen to this example. Peter and Veronica are saving up for a new computer. Peter says, "I found $5 in the couch cushions. We'll have that computer in no time." Veronica replied, "$5? That's a drop in the bucket. We need hundreds of dollars before we have enough for a new computer." So great that we have $5, but that's just a drop in the bucket. Almost think of it like you're trying to fill this bucket up. If I put 1 drop of water, would it be very helpful? That's just a drop in the bucket. Great, thanks for putting that 1 drop of water, but it really doesn't help me because I need hundreds or thousands more drops of water to fill it up. Okay, so a drop in the bucket is just something very small. It doesn't really help. Like, we want it, but it's not very much. So if they're trying to save up $1,000, $5 isn't that much.